Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Brett Gang AirsoftAL here, and today I've got a rapid fire. Yes, my first rapid fire review of a reaction fic. Now, yes, I know a lot of you are already groaning in the comments section. Oh, reaction fics. Oh, they're so passe. Well, here's the thing. This one actually takes a very interesting premise, and not a lot of these reaction fics are actually anywhere, really. The only real big quote-unquote reaction fics there are usually anime characters reacting stuff. Ruby. My god, the ubiquitous Ruby. There's ubiquitous amount, well, correction, there are so many Ruby fanfictions that are just reaction fics that they are as numerous and many as AR-15s in gun stores, pawn shops, or really anywhere in that matter. However, here's the thing. This one takes a very interesting concept. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Star Wars reaction fic reacting to Earth. Now, before a lot of you start jumping in the comments section saying, oh, the author's just going ahead and doing the popular stuff, like every other reaction fic. Shut the hell up, and no, he's not. In reality, the author is treating this like First Contact, essentially. The author is the whole premise around this and the idea in these very few chapters, and yes, this is a very short fan fiction in of itself, linked down below, mind you, he's set the premise up to where a probe by a genius basically sent out into the galaxy to find intelligent life, and more or less show them Earth. Now, the only real big, quote-unquote, pop culture he has shown has been Monty Python's In Search of the Holy Grail. And it was the Black Knight scene. One that actually does incorporate some dry humor. One that actually shows British dry humor that I absolutely love. But the big thing moving from that is, so far he has shown the Star Wars universe our wars. While, yes, there is a lot of good with humanity, humanity as a whole is a violent species. And that is the one thing that any intelligent person trying to make contact with life out there would stress to them. We are a violent species. We are a violent race, but we have good in us. So while, yes, I can see the author, and believe me, I've been in his Discord, my god, people are wanting to show the worst of humanity, and I'm not, I mean, don't get me wrong, I bash humanity a lot in my D&D sessions and even my text roleplay sessions because I myself understand and know that humanity is not exactly the best, and we should not put ourselves that high on a fucking pedestal. But what the author is doing is explaining to the Star Wars cast that we, while yes, are violent and have had a violent past, we can be good. There's a lot of good in us. And even then, the Star Wars cast, even Padme, of course, and yes, this is the Clone Wars cast, not the Revenge of the Sith or Attack of the Clones cast. This is Clone Wars. Star Wars, has even tried to say, hey, you know, we would happily want to see Earth. We would like to go to Earth. At which point, the avatar in this device, this probe, I guess you could say, literally tells them, hell no. And yes, I'm spoiling a little bit of it for you, but I recommend you guys go check this out. This actually is worth the read, and the author himself does actually take a non-biased, well, yes, somewhat of a biased view against humanity in our nature, actually does explain that while, yes, we are a violent race, we're still good, and we can do better. It's just, at the moment, we're not ready for first contact. And I can see what the author's doing here. He's basically informing these people that we are still young, we're still growing, we have not even ventured outside of our galaxy, or maybe we have. I've got a theory on that, and we're going to wait till the last few minutes of this for me to actually share it, but Isis. My cat, ladies and gentlemen. Isis. 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 My cat getting into trouble, as always. Either way, though, what I'm trying to say is that so far the author has shown the Star Wars cast, and I mean, yes, a lot of the cast members, Battlefield 1's opening video showing Isis. Get down from there. Has shown the Battlefield cast, the Star Wars cast Battlefield 1, the opening level, the one where you're not meant to survive, the one that is actually really cool and shows, and even when the Harlem Hellfire and the Imperial German is facing off against each other, Padme herself and even a lot of the others are actually mentally saying, "Don't do it. Just put the weapon down. It's over." And even Yoda gives some very wise words that even in war, they're still good. They even get to watch again, as I've stated before, Monty Python's The Black Knight scene, and even gets to learn about Desmond Doss. And I absolutely love that. The author, so long as he does not go down the rabbit hole and the trap of just showing them popular media back to back to back to back, or gets entrapped by a lot of the request for popular media to be reacted to, he has a good idea going here, and he has a great premise going on here. And he hasn't really stated much about how these probes are this advanced. And my theory on this is that humanity has advanced enough to where they have ventured outside of Earth and are just now setting up colonies. And what these probes are from a very smart scientist who understands that there is life beyond their galaxy and has sent these probes out to essentially make contact with them and inform them of humanity's history. Kind of tell them, hey, we're now among the stars, but this is our past, this is our history. You need to understand this, so please, if you do make contact with us, you have to understand our species isn't all that great. So please take heed and be careful how you interact with us. The other one, and this is a much more darker theory, mind you, is that humanity has died, has long since been dead, and these probes are the last bastion of humanity's knowledge, their history, everything, basically being sent out to inform the galaxy of a long-dead race. And again, this is just a theory, mind you. I'm not going to try and strong-arm the author into... I'm in his Discord, yes, but I'm not going to strong-arm Eclipse into trying to more or less give us a little insight into what's going on with his galaxy, with his world. Because, again, I'd love to see it. But that's just my theory. And my overall thoughts on this fiction is it's good, so long as the author does not fall for the traps of just showing popular media back to back to back, and actually treats this as probes showing our history and our culture through popular media. And no, I'm not talking about the stereotyped stuff. I'm talking about, like, Romeo and Juliet, the one with the guns, or showing the Vietnam War, like the Apocalypse Now scene, showing the brutality of it, and showing how bad we can be as a species. And I'm not just talking about World War I. No, World War I, don't get me wrong, was a horrible war, but the Vietnam War showed the worst of humanity. And then the Middle Eastern War. And if he wants to show the Middle Eastern War, or at least the Middle East conflict, he could use Battlefield 3's campaign, because Battlefield 3's campaign is the best example of that. And yes, I know a lot of you are probably going to say, oh, what about Call of Duty? Use Call of Duty to show special operations and how they operate. Don't use it to show how widespread war is fought. Don't get me wrong, Call of Duty 4's campaign was good, but Battlefield 3's campaign was a lot better in depicting a large-scale war. It really was. Either way, though, that's all I've got for you guys now, and again, link in the pinned comment down below to read this fiction, and it's legitimately really good. Thank you all for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, and if you've got an interesting reaction fic that you would like me to check out, please let me know in the comments section down below. And if you're in my Discord, or you're in the other author or fiction Discords that I'm in, private message me and let me know the fictions you would like me to check out in terms of reaction or just in general. Thank you all for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, and I will see all you lovely people in the next video. Till next time. Later.